How often do I think about the Roman Empire? Fairly often. As the Roman Empire further overextended itself to control Turkey, North Africa, and most of Europe, to continue to fund this army, they had to debase their currency. This led to inflation, and eventually the other powers around Rome that used to rely on the Roman currency and were usually part of the empire lost trust in the Roman currency. But this wasn't all Rome could do to continue to fund its overextended empire. B, the Romans started ceding control to the Federati, Germanic and other tribes around the periphery of Rome, who the Romans would pay with land, power, and the place in the empire, as long as they defended Rome from tribes beyond their borders. Eventually, Rome lost control and crumbled. Not exactly a one-to-one, but the United States is somewhere along this process as well. Its military is overextended, and to continue to pay for this overextended military as its share of world GDP decreases and as the technological capabilities of its adversaries increase, the United States has to rely largely on debt to pay for this overextended military. Now, how do you make sure that you can keep taking endless debt? Well, you need the rest of the world to trust you, to believe in your system, to believe in the dollar, so that they give you dollar debt at low interest rate. But now this system is being stressed to its limits. US allies are all collapsing economically or demographically, especially like relative to the rest of the world. And the United States has to bring in other powers, like the Federati from Rome, to help it maintain its crumbling empire. Think of the US bringing in India into the Quad and other alliance structures that it has. Trump is even ceding control of the American peripheries, Japan and Europe, to those armies because the United States can't afford to maintain a dominant superpower posture all over the world at the same time anymore. And this is inevitably going to lead to a decentralization of American political power as well. And if these periphery powers eventually stop trusting the dollar and stop trusting the American system, maybe because of this guy, then that can accelerate the decline of the American empire. Or America should apply military pressure or tariff pressure to get those countries to open their markets so that American businesses can go in and continue to feed their economic empire. This is why Trump is so desperate to get India, for example, to open up its farmers markets and other sectors to American goods. None of this will help. The United States is losing, and Trump knows it. Many powers around the world are exchanging their treasury bills with gold, for example, which is a more traditional store of value and security. We are already witnessing the decline of the American empire. Will it happen within Trump's term? Will it take 10 years? Will it take 20 years? I don't know exactly. But the ball is already rolling, and unless America can bring in new allies that believe in its story and want to uphold its place in the world, you and I are probably going to see this in our lifetimes. See you next time.